A very quick video today showing you how to export a MIDI clip in waveform to a MIDI file on your computer. And that way you can bring that MIDI file into another DAW if you want, or you can just save it and load it into another project later on. Whatever the reason is that you want a MIDI clip to turn into a MIDI file, that's what we're going to look at today. So I have this MIDI clip right here loaded up in my waveform project. It's a drum pattern, but that doesn't really matter. This will work for any MIDI clip. And what we want to do is click on your MIDI clip. Then we want to go down to the properties bar down here. So if you don't have it open, just click on that little arrow and we have our properties bar. And make sure we're clicked on that MIDI clip that you want to save. And then we're going to go to render clip. So click on that and you want render MIDI. And then we'll go over to this other sub menu, render the selected clip to MIDI. So we'll click on that and it brings up this little window for us. So now what we want to do is we want to unclick the pass-through plugins. And I'll show you why in just a bit, but we're going to unclick that. And I'm going to leave this at insert into this project just so you can see, but you might want the none option. And then that way it just saves it on your computer and it doesn't do anything within the project. So I'm just going to leave it on this though, just to show you when it saves. The next option you might want to do is change the location. So if we just click on this icon over here, and then we go to browse, then you can see by default, it goes to your waveform projects folder, and then whatever folder your project is in that you're currently working on. So this project's called blank. So it's going to go into my blank project and into the rendered folder in that project. And if I want, I can change that. I can go in here and put it into exported if I want, or somewhere else. But let's just go back to rendered. We'll go in there. And then you can give the clip a name. So you would just click in here and rename it. I'll just call it mid 1, just because that's easy for me to reach from here. So there's mid 1, click save, and now I'll hit render. And what it's done, because I had it bring it into the project, is it brought it in and overlapped the other MIDI that was already there, but it's an identical MIDI clip to the one that's here. I just wanted to show you, there it is. So I'm just going to delete that from here and I'll show you in my folder. If I go to rendered, there's my mid 1 MIDI clip, and I can bring that into any program that accepts MIDI. So I'll just drag and drop it back into waveform. I'm gonna ignore that. And there's our MIDI file that we just saved, and we can bring that into any other project, any other DAW. Now I'm just gonna delete that, and I'm gonna show you why you want to uncheck the pass-through plugins. So we'll click on our MIDI here, go to render clip, render the selected clip to MIDI, and this time I'm going to leave pass-through plugins enabled. And I'm going to click on render. I'll just show you where it's going to save it. It's going to save it into that same folder, the blank rendered folder here. And I'm just going to leave it at that default name. So I'm going to click render. And it didn't bring anything in, even though I had it set to bring in. Now let's look in the folder and see what's there. There's no MIDI file there. And that's because some plugins, like this one here, block MIDI. So when it goes to render the MIDI, it's hitting the plugin, and then there's no MIDI after that. So there's nothing to render. We've got no file. So that's why you want to make sure when you go to render clip, you want to make sure that is unchecked. And this time I'm just going to click on none, and we'll click render. So it didn't bring the clip back in, but if we go to here, you can see there's that MIDI clip that I just saved as a MIDI file. Some other things you can do here is we can take our little region selector thingy here and say we just want the section in between here to be rendered. So I will click on the clip, go to render clip, render MIDI, and then I just want to go to render the marked region of the selected MIDI clip. So I'll click on that, and pass through plugins is disabled. Only render marked region is enabled. You want to make sure that's enabled. And now it's just going to call it render 2. So I'll click render, and you can see it brought it in because I had it set to do that again. It's only rendered that section between the marked region here. So that's kind of a cool thing if you just wanted this one section of a MIDI clip to be saved as a MIDI file, and you can bring that into other projects later on, whatever it is you want to do. I'm just going to delete that. And one more thing I'm going to show you with this marked region. So I'll click on the clip, render clip, and then I'm going to go to render the marked region of the selected clip to MIDI and replace it. So there in the add render options, we have replace clip, and it's just going to call it render 3. So I'm going to click render, and it now saved this section of the MIDI clip as its own MIDI file, but it also replaced that section with the MIDI file that it just saved. For whatever reason you might want to do that, you can do that here. Maybe you just want to get rid of the rest of it. We can do that. And now you just have that one region that you saved. And if you want even more waveform MIDI basics, check out the video on the screen right there. If you liked this video that you just watched, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating. Fist bump. Thumbs up.